Hello, everybody. Uh, I'm. We're just going to have to. We're going. We may have to wait a minute before we get started. But with the rise of new friends, uh, rise of new friends, we need to. We just need to talk about the rise of new friends. We don't know where it came from. Let's get that out of the way. We just don't know where it came from as of right now. And hold on. I'm just alerting the press right now. I am just alerting the press, and we will have, and hopefully we get any questions. So we're going to have multiple. So we're going to answer things, and yeah, that will be about it. That is our agenda for tonight. We just want to make sure the public is informed, clued on the new friends catchphrase because even we don't know where it came from, and that's just extremely rare. So rare that we just open an investigation and it just never ends. Uh, so here we go. New Friends Emergency Conference, Washington, D.C. on this day, February the 1st, 2025. We are just going to wait. We're just going to wait for people to show up. Let me load up. Let me just get. We're going to be speaking soon. Now we do not have access to the. All right, so welcome to the New Friends press conference. Yeah, I hope this works out. So, if you have any questions or any concerns about new friends, then you are free to ask them here. Um, to recap, everybody, with this catchphrase just mysteriously started up in, we believe it may be Rowan County, North Carolina, but we're also considering the possibility of Cumberland County, or we're also considering the possibility of Lapeer County, Michigan. But Cumberland or Rowan counties, North Carolina, Lapeer County, Michigan, those are our main suspects. For the origin of this catchphrase, I believe it is too early in the investigation to specify a city or anything. Maybe just a county. We don't know. We're not even sure about the county, so just let it, you know. Uh, if you have a question, feel free to ask it now, please. What does it mean to be Sigma? Um, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that's really related to the topic of new friends, but sure, I'll answer for you because there's a good chance it could be related. New friends and Sigma, they're both slang, right? And they're both kind of brain rotted, because the people who say them just will not stop saying them, and eventually got out of control. That's the reason why we're having this whole press conference. But that is what we believe is the relation between new friends and that is what we believe to be the relation between Sigma and new friends. If we have any further updates about this relationship, we'll be sure to let the public know. Uh, but yeah, it just seems like a correlation for now, and we need to more or less disregard it because But is there any other questions? So if there are any other questions, I would be happy to answer them. But yeah, that question is from CNN with their reporter Psy Animates. And you are free to ask questions. Like I just said. Uh so what do y'all so keep them questions coming because we want to share with the public that yes, we do have that yes, we do have is new friends a Chinese spy word meaning that one it's a common meaning? I believe you're asking is new friends a Chinese spy word meaning that one is a common. Uh I don't think so. The phrase seemed to originate in the phrase seemed to originate domestically. It seemed to originate in either North Carolina or Michigan. We already dismissed. We were speculating it could have been Virginia or Pennsylvania, but we overall dismissed those concerns. Mainly because it got snuffed out pretty quickly. The locals were pretty hostile to the word's usage, and yeah, that is yeah. We just don't believe it's a spy word because again, it for what we know, it originated uh domestically, not abroad. Again, we're conducting information 24/7 to try and fix this because and it's just bad. It's uh, yeah. Well, it's just we believe it could be a threat, and yeah, and keep them questions coming because I believe according to early estimates say that there are 4 people coming. So if you are a member of the audience right now, if you're not Cyanimates, if you're watching this, um, don't be afraid to ask any questions. We know that this is a tumultuous time. However, we will get through it, right? Because we're Americans, we always persevere. So just don't be afraid to ask us anything. This press conference has been going for 7 minutes now. I think we'll just fill you in on some information while we wait for more people to ask questions because there are going to be people watching this who don't really want to ask questions. Um, yeah, I said that wrong, and I don't know. But let's talk about. We believe that New Friends originated somewhere in Rowan County, North Carolina. Um, that maybe or Michigan. Michigan's the only other state aside from North Carolina. We are leaning toward North Carolina being it, but again, that is more or less. We have a lot to go through. Um, again, earlier suspects, Virginia and Pennsylvania, both we don't feel like it would be that. Um, but if it is Pennsylvania, we thought that it would be most probably it would be more from the southern side of the state, um, and Virginia more toward the west. But again, actually, I just realized something. It could be. Hold on, because Rowan County is on the same like, kind of thing as Rowan County is kind of on the same, as as Western Virginia. So if it went from north to south or vice versa, then yes, that could be a very real possibility of this in Virginia. But yeah, we have reported hearing the word used. in Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, and all of the New England states, along with South Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee, as well as the Oregon states, North Carolina, Michigan, along Ohio, Indiana, Wisconsin. This is a fast spreading. This is fast spreading. We don't know why, how, or when. We don't know why or how this came to be. Um, but sometimes things just happen that we're not exactly aware of. But yeah, again, um, the estimated viewer count in here is now 5. That is the highest estimate so far. Again, feel free to ask questions while we just fill you in on the information regarding this virus again. New Friends has a lot of variants. Friends has a lot of variants. There's old friends. There's old friends. There's new. Just people like to manipulate new friends. How much should the people of the nation worry about this? Got another good question. I do not think so. This is just an irregularity. I don't think this is actually going to pose any serious threat. If it does, we'll let you know again, of course. But it's just a catchphrase. I don't see how it could destroy people or destroy the nation, for example. I think it's too bad. We'll simply call in the military and work as usual. Sorry. I waited so long to do this. Now I'm getting tired. Um, so we have a new report. we have a new we have a new friends report coming in from Marietta, Georgia. Marietta, Georgia. That is northwest of Atlanta. Marietta, Georgia has reported new friends. Yeah, and we have observed. And when I said earlier, I was only seeing like over 10 plus reports, but we have seen isolated reports in Richmond, Kentucky, just one, Knoxville, Cookeville, Tennessee, that's 2, and Florida, only Gainesville and St. Augustine, which is kind of crazy because Florida is a very popular state. You would expect that to catch on very fast and spread like wildfire. However, it did not. And it is mainly in North Carolina. Still a very populous state, don't get me wrong. Seek help. Yes, we are seeking help. We don't know. We do not know what's causing this. We are seeking help from the federal government. But yeah. Federal government in Washington, D.C. We have recorded none uses in Washington, D.C. But yeah, we're just preparing to we are just preparing for the worst, maybe. We're semi preparing for the worst. Semi preparing in Semi preparing in the way that we're semi preparing in the way that are we're kind of preparing. We're starting to get ready for a Washington closure, however, we're not doing that. What should one do if they start saying new friends? Just I don't know. New Friends is shrouded in mystery. We do not know if it is voluntary or involuntary. We may have a hotline set up for that actually for both yourself and another one. Um, but we don't know if it's like voluntary or involuntary. If people are just if people just want to do this, but and what is the worst case scenario? It's a bit early to call this a new. It's a bit early to. It's a bit early to start predicting worst case scenarios, and I'm sorry for this. Sorry for the problems with my voice. I don't know what's going on. What was that? Hold on. What was that? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Repeat that. Oh my goodness. Guards! Well, we have our first reported case in Washington because, well, but, yeah. We're now getting reports in from Naperville, Illinois, and Bloomington, Indiana. Just one report. One report in Naperville, Illinois. One report in Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah. That is what's going on as of right now. Delaware has not reported any cases, surprisingly, despite being surrounded by states who have reported at least one isolated case. You know, there's no reason to panic. We don't even know if this is just like a big, big inside joke, but seems to be growing. We are here to protect the people, and we want to find whoever is, and we want to find whoever is doing this. we are getting a new report from. We are getting a new report from. Let me see that. Jackson, Tennessee. Jackson, Tennessee. So I guess Tennessee spreading pretty fastly. We gotta see this. What? What do I gotta see? Alright, Canada just reported their first new friend, or new friends. Well, you know, what does the president have to say about this? The president is not really concerned. Again, they're more or less preparing for the worst case scenario. They're a bit more on guard than the rest of DC because, again, that's our president, and he's to be treated with more of the. He is to be treated. Sorry for that. There was a bit of an interruption. Yeah. so, so this press conference has been going for 17 minutes. The president again, let's just say the president is more or less in good hands. The president is more or less in good hands. Yeah. So, does anybody have any more questions? Any further questions? Are there any more questions? Um, I will just fill you up with some info. Um, Unconfirmed case in Beckley, West Virginia. Unconfirmed case in Beckley, West Virginia. This could be just a prank call or something. But that could be. Um, we are getting a confirmed case in Baltimore. We've had some confirmed cases in Baltimore for a while, but yeah. Um, So if you guys have any more questions, we'll be happy to answer them for you. If not, we're also happy to end the press conference. But yeah, and I feel like a lot of questions have already been answered. Hmm. Just 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That will mark the end of the press conference. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for giving us your views. Or thank you all for listening, tuning in. Yeah. Um, but it is. Oh, one final question: what is the number of confirmed cases? We believe the number of confirmed cases could be around the 70s to 120s. Again, a lot of information is unconfirmed, so but yeah, that is what happens when you get a look at like when we're 1 month into this. But yeah, it's been nice. See ya.